Hello viewers, this is Andrew Price, and in this episode of the A to Z of Bushcraft, I'm reviewing some of the items that viewers have sent in. Now, quite a lot of you out there are producing equipment that is designed for outdoor activities, bushcraft and the like, and you've sent in some great bits of kit, and I just think it's a great opportunity for me to be able to try this stuff out and see how it works in the real world. Now, this one here is called a screw pop. Now, first impressions, it looks like something that's broken off something else, but when you look closely, it has a screwdriver. You have a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. Not a bad little idea. And the bit that I do quite like is the fact that it has a bottle opener. Now, how often do you find yourself short of a bottle opener? It's a little bit of extra weight that you probably have already in another piece of equipment that you have. But, you know, if it's just for something to carry around every day on your house keys, whatever, then you might find this comes in useful. Thanks for sending it in. Happy to review. We've also got some more kit here sent by Ranger Rick. Now, this is a kit that is supposedly designed for military use, so presumably this is going to be pretty robust equipment. Okay, I've got to open this first. Now, the US flag. Okay. I can imagine a lot of circumstances where a US flag would come in useful, but I can imagine even more where that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. We also have a hank of paracord here, made into a loop. Now that's good. It can be worn as a piece of jewellery. You could wear that around your neck, presumably. We have a little knife. Now it's a little stainless steel made in China. It actually is quite sharp at the moment, but it's that sort of cheap J20 steel, which is kind of not brilliant. Okay, what else do we have? We have a condom in a little container. This is clever. This is like a little plastic container. It has a condom. It says on it, condom water container, 2 times water purification tabs. So you have a condom and you have 2 water purification tabs. I'll open this to see what we've got. Right. Oh, okay. So that's one of the unlubricated heavy-duty condoms. Good stuff. That'll hold a litre or more of water. Yeah. So that's a chlorine-based water purification tablet, I believe. Problem with that is the chlorine attacks rubber. So using chlorine-based purification tablets and rubber can actually dissolve through that. That's one of these little LED flashlight torches. Yeah, they're pretty good, quite bright. A little flint and magnesium firelighter. So let's just see how that one goes. So that seems to work pretty well. A little button compass here. And this one, to be fair, it does settle down quite quickly, so that's not too bad either. I have to say this kit is surprising me because it's yeah, some of the contents are a little bit gimmicky and a little bit on the cheap side, but there's also some very, very good stuff in here as well. So, like this little signal mirror. Everything seems to be covered in bits of cycle inner tube to protect it. And of course, cycle inner tube makes very good firelighters as well. So that's another use. So yeah, I would say this kit is pretty well thought out. We've got a little bit of wire snare in there. Probably not that much use. It's just a thin piece of wire. But we've got a little fishing kit, a few hooks, and this is the bit that interested me. Now, what it looks like is it's the top part of a cigarette lighter with just the wheel and the flint. And they've taken the lower part off here, so Ranger Rick presumably has taken the lower part off and he's crammed a bit of cotton wool up in there as tinder. So let's try pulling a bit of that out. Wow, and it's gone. Get a little piece of my cycle inner tube. There's something I like about this stuff is it reminds me of being a kid again. You know, bushcraft seems to have taken on this fairly grown-up approach over recent years. It's sort of all about the kind of solid, practical, grown-up tools, which is fantastic, you know, if you can afford nice, solid, grown-up tools. But when I was a kid, it was things like this, you know, you'd take apart a lighter that you found and you'd go, wow, you can use that to light fires, and it's like, and it does, it shoots the sparks exactly where you need them. So when you find a piece of kit like this, or just something improvised from an everyday piece of equipment, and you just think, yeah, that's good, I can see that working. So I'm not going to diss that. I think that's functional. I've just used it to light a fire, so it works. Yeah, basically, I think Ranger Rick, a little bit kooky, a little bit gimmicky in some places, but this is the sort of kit that I used to make when I was a kid, and I would carry this sort of stuff with me now. I probably wouldn't carry it all together like this, to be quite honest, but maybe that's because I like to kind of lose things more often. So, you know, the logic being, if you lose your little bundle like this, you've lost all your tools, you've lost all your survival kit, whereas if you distribute these items individually through your pack, then hopefully you'll only lose one at a time.
Where the wind blows, where the river meets the sea, I'll be waiting for the day when you come back to me. I'll be waiting.